Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at MarketSite, we have Carolyn Chen. She's the Global Head of Marketing over at CoinMarketCap, and she's here to discuss cryptocurrency and the world of indexing. It's great to have you with us on set at MarketSite, and we're starting to really see crypto indexes appear all over the market. Tell us more about CoinMarketCap indexes and how they're different from the other ones that are out there.
Yeah, so with CoinMarketCap indices, what we're trying to do here is to have a very broad coverage of the whole crypto market. So we are covering over the top 200 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization, which is actually 90% of the total crypto market by market cap. So we want it to be a headline index where people can actually see at a glance how the crypto market is doing in terms of performance. And because we were the pioneers of the use of market cap as a valuation model in crypto. So I think this is really meaningful to us because this index is a way for us to scientifically and more broadly be able to bring the performance and also the exposure of crypto to the wider financial market.
Who are your typical clients?
We actually see many IBs. We have asset and fund managers who are using the indices for tracking of performance of the crypto market versus other asset classes, not crypto. And also we see that kind of general investors are using it to kind of quickly get a sense of where the market is going. We see media as well as one of the main users of the indices. And I think all of these combined, in the past people used to use our total market cap as a way to gauge where the market is going up and down every day. So I think the index is just a more kind of structured way for people to get the kind of information at a glance.
All right, now do you think we'll see more crypto indexes coming out of CoinMarketCap?
Definitely. We are starting with the top 200 because that's definitely the broadest market coverage that an index would have from us. And then eventually I think we will also have top 10, top 20, top 50, top 100. And by industry, so for example, like healthcare, by property, for example, mineable and non-mineable, and also these will eventually become investable indices as well as we will have reference prices such as the real price of Bitcoin or Ethereum at any point in time. So that's actually really useful and very requested for commercial uses.
What do you think the biggest challenge is for institutions to adopt using crypto data and tracking the performance with crypto benchmarks?
I think there are a few things. For example, we need more regulatory frameworks, we need more market liquidity, we need custody solutions, things like that. I think those are all things actually we need more of in order for people to kind of really get into the crypto market. So I think in terms of indices, that's something that we are kind of pushing on every front to help people to better understand where crypto is going, and it is just one of the ways that we're doing that. Yeah.
I think it's encouraging in 2019 that we're starting to see the implementation of this technology because it really is the first time that we're seeing it go from theory to practice. What does the next 12 to 24 months look like for crypto and blockchain?
I think it's actually very exciting from our point of view. So we actually track many of the trends that are going on from our position because we work with many of the exchanges as well as the projects that are going on in space. So we see a kind of institutional side of things. There are people who are doing more blockchain projects. So for example, we have seen recent news where IMF has their own blockchain project internally, and they have a coin called Learning Coin. Even though it's not necessarily like crypto, I think that actually pushes a greater understanding of where kind of adoption of crypto will be going. We also see kind of larger scale adoption projects like Backed, which is also something that people would necessarily see as a way to push forward a greater, wider understanding of where crypto is at, and getting people to adopt it and use it from day-to-day perspective. ETFs are definitely one of the other things that is a hot topic. So as we get more regulatory clarity around where we can go with ETFs and ETPs, I think that's another one. Another thing that's interesting as well is security tokens. People have talked a lot about it, and I think tokenized securities is something that's up and coming to bring more liquidity and more kind of hedging into the market for people who are invested in them. And finally, I think decentralized finance is another big thing that we feel has a lot of value, kind of banking the unbanked, kind of helping with hyperinflationary currencies, things like that. So I think all of these are projects that are actually ongoing, that are improving, and probably will make a big impact in the next 12 to 24 months.
All right, Carolyn, thank you so much for joining us at MarketSite. And thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.